Hello everyone, Jamie Benizri, and we're back with Logik TV. And I'm still with Terry Cutler. And as we learned in the last episode, you're an ethical hacker. You're protecting companies on how to prevent liability, criminal and civil. And if you haven't seen that video, you should definitely check it out. There's going to be a link somewhere on the screen. But now I want to talk to you about something that affects a lot of people. And that is targeted scams, right. A lot of them coming through the internet. And I can tell you, from personal experience, I get emails about a rich uncle having passed away, maybe in Africa.
You too?
It happened to me, apparently. Someone in my lineage, a very rich person, passed away, wanted to give me $22 million. Yeah. And if I filled out a form or if I sent them money, it would unlock my fortune.
That's amazing.
So what I want to know a little bit about is, what kind of scams are you seeing? What are the top scams you're seeing, and how do people protect themselves from falling prey to these scams?
I think the biggest one that I'm seeing right now is called ransomware. Ransomware is disastrous because what happens is you'll receive an email. As an example, it could look like it came from FedEx, but there's a zip file.
Yeah.
The moment they open up the zip file and run the program that's inside, it immediately starts encrypting all of their personal data, all their videos, all their pictures, all their documents. And there's no way to get this stuff back unless you pay this ransom. And the ransom could be between $500 and $20,000. I mean, even the FBI says, just pay the ransom. There's no way to get this stuff back.
Wow.
And a lot of the customers I'm seeing, their last known backup was 8 months ago. So that can actually bankrupt a company sometimes.
And you're losing that information for the 8 months.
You're gone. There's no way out of this. There's no way. The biggest tip I can give for these people to avoid this is to just back up your data on a daily basis, because you never know when this thing's going to hit you. And it affects your computer and affects everything else attached to it. So if you're in the company, it can affect the server too. So another employee won't be able to access the data. So it's very important to do your backups. I'm seeing a lot of, going to your point, the romance scam, right? Where this is also known as the 419 scam. Now 419 has a specific number because it's the area code for Nigeria, the Nigerian scam. Sure. And to your point, you'll have a rich uncle that's dead and wants to send you $20 million, but you have to pay these small fees to unlock the money.
Exactly.
And a lot of people just get locked into the whole dream of having all this money. They're just paying and paying and paying. Next thing you know, they're going bankrupt. They never receive a penny from it.
Exactly.
So they got to watch out for that scam too. Another one that's hitting the telemarketing space is the CRA scam or the IRS scam. They'll call you up saying you owe thousands of dollars of back taxes, and the telemarketers are quite angry. They get very hostile to a point where they're threatening to send the cops to your house to pick up the money and arrest you.
Yes, sir.
So you got to watch out for those as well.
And so what else are you seeing? Are there any other specific ones that are targeting businesses?
Yeah, there's one. I'm sure we've all had the call from John from Microsoft with a thick Indian accent, right? So he's claiming to be from Microsoft, and your computer has a virus, and he wants to remote in your computer and fix it. But when he does that, he actually encrypts all of your data also, and you have to pay this ransom.
Sure.
But now they're getting smart because now they know that when they call you, you just hang up on them. So now whenever you hit an infected website, you get this, what's called a browser lock. You get this message, alert, your computer has a virus, call this number.
Sure. Now
you're calling them, and people are falling for it.
Terry, tell me, when you get an email, sometimes it's from a bank, a chartered bank, or it's from somebody else. How do you, what are the key indicators of a fraudulent email versus a legitimate one from an institution or a corporation?
Okay, the first thing you want to look at is from the from address. Now, it could look legit at first, but sometimes when you hit the reply button, like let's take an example. Let's say you had employee@legallogic.com, but when I hit reply, it shows johndoe@gmail.com. So you got to watch out for these spoofed addresses. Also, the biggest tip is to hover over the links in the email before clicking on them, because whenever you hover over it, it's going to show you where this link is going to bring you to.
Sure.
Now, there is ways for hackers to mask that address as well. So there's ways for me to show you what you want to see where you're going to go to, but it's going to bring you somewhere else again. So you have to really pay attention to that. And especially any emails that have zip files, just delete these messages, don't accept them. You never know.
Is there anything else that you're noticing in terms of trending?
Yeah, there's another one called the fake antivirus, where you're browsing online and all of a sudden you'll get this screen pop up saying, hey, your computer's running slow, optimize it now and protect it with this antivirus.
Sure.
And then they'll go and install it, thinking, wow, my computer can sure use a speed boost. they'll install it and it infects their computer again. So there's a lot of scams out there.
So when all these scams hit, when do you come in? Is it really preventative, or is it kind of post-scam or post kind of virus?
Most of the time it's post-virus because a lot of times I'll get the call when the house is burning down and everything's infected. And especially with the companies, they could have saved hundreds of millions of dollars or hundreds of thousands of dollars with a simple $10,000 intrusion test to prevent it, But again, the whole mindset is, well, this will never happen to me.
Exactly.
So we want to try and get proactive with cybersecurity now.
So don't let that happen to you. Don't get infected. Terry Cutler, you can come in and kind of do the analysis and the audit to make sure that there's no weak spots in these people's.
And I can also act as the hacker to actually test these people before it actually really does happen to them.
Thanks for being with us. It's another episode of Logik TV. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
If you like this video, don't forget to press on that little thumb. Don't forget to comment below, share the page, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel.